So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. It's Monday, and we love Mondays, don't we? Yay, Monday. That's what it is. It's exciting, though. I have a 2022 Tollinger from Storz, and this is from the Hohenhaslake Stromberg out of Baden-Württemberg. And in Baden-Württemberg, Germany, down in southwest Germany, neighboring Rhineland-Pfalz, you'll find lots of sun in the summertime, and a lot of those wines can get kissed with some of that boldness. This one I have here, it's at 15 degrees centigrade, so right at 60 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's the perfect temperature. You watch this pour, you can see right through it. It's transparent. It's a beautiful, beautiful cassis, cherry, berry kind of nose on this thing. It's just a beautiful bouquet. And on the palate, the cooler temp is perfect for it. Clean finish, no tannins to speak of, somewhere right down the center. Such a lovely wine. It would go with anything, really. And to be quite honest with you, it might even make a fine wine to accompany someone's dessert. So depending on your palate, of course. I like dry, so of course I'm loving it. But yes, I'm probably going to drink this whole bottle tonight. Good thing I got two. Let's hop in our grid and see what we got going on here. So we have a Cryptic crossword number 29698. So we're coming up close, and I think it'll be sometime this week that we'll be breaking our 1000th solve. So that's pretty incredible. I think this is 986 maybe. So we'll have, we're coming up on it. We got 2 a day, so it may be Sunday when we hit the 1000. I don't know. I'm not doing the math in my head, but we'll see about that. But I'm excited though. We've put a lot of these out. Subscribers are growing out the wazoo, which is so impressive and fun and amazing and astounding. And, well, I mean, honestly, it's very moving, right? You know, it's for people to validate your efforts. And so just it feels good, and it is great. I'm just tickled to be around and be hanging out with everybody. So thank you for that. Please do subscribe if you've not, and please do take the time to like the video, maybe leave a comment, let me know what your thoughts are. Got any suggestions? I'm all ears, so those would be great. So censor correspondent, a contributor to comedy show. Okay, so we got 3 and 6. Contribute to a comedy show. Second, I'm already feeling like censor would be to maybe ban or maybe can for the 3-letter, and then whomever this might be at 6 letters, perhaps a writer. We need to check our downs to get something going on it. Angry sound from Greek member of parliament. Okay. Vulcan's demise, unexpectedly good news. Why is Vulcan throwing himself under the bus? A measure of whiskey not opened. It's on the house. It's on the house. 4 letters. Could be a roof. I guess it could be an eave. Is an eave on the house or attached to the house? On the house feels like it'd be a roof. A roof. I don't remember how I like to pronounce that. Swell to maximum volume. Powerful preacher is on exam schedule. Just need something to work with here. Strange lad with pet. Won a lot of money backed. 4, 2, and 9. Won a lot of money backed. 4, 2, and 9. Vegetable ship brought back. I'm gonna put roof in here. I don't like leaving it empty. Censor, correspondent, a contributor to comedy show. That always feels like a writer to me. So maybe the can or band writer. I don't know what else it could be. Vulcan's demise, unexpectedly good news. Angry sound from a Greek member of parliament. I have no idea what that could be. So strange lad with pet. Won a lot of money back. 4 and 2. Oh, maybe odds on favorite. I keep forgetting about the U in your favorite. When I remember that, it helps me see what it is that I might be looking at there. So swell to maximum volume. I guess we're probably talking about a toff. Some of my British friends called me a toff. I had to look that up, but it was a nice thing to say, I guess, right? You know. Powerful preacher is on exam schedule, so maybe a revivalist. I guess I only think of revivals as being something in the American South. I don't really think about that being the case, that y'all might have people preaching in tents or something on roadsides in England, but maybe you do. I mean, I don't know. Unexpectedly good news. Angry sound from Greek member of parliament. I just don't know. Vegetable ship brought back. They fly around area by way of rocky peaks. Now I've got a V here, so I'm gonna put aviators. Don't get the clue, except they fly around. These days, going into small business American is intrepid, and we've got a U there. Is this by any chance a C? No longer measure use of computers by youngster. It could be a C. This could be a B. Airline gets 1 oath to make emergency jump. Emergency jump 4 and 3. So I'm going to shoot maybe for a bailout. And then we got that B there. So I'm thinking that no longer measure, right? Maybe we're talking about cubits. See, very biblical, does it not, right? So that U and that A, so that's had me thinking courageous. And 1 consuming an apple. Maybe an eater. Yeah, maybe an eater. Beloved, certain to walk round. Okay, so probably treasured. And now we've got 2 words. Movingly describe United salvage effort. 6 and 3. Looks like we got a rescue. And looks like we maybe had a bid, a rescue bid. Septuagenarian, perhaps eating large loaf. School class in shape for months. Shape, 4 letters. School class, a term. It could be form. Perhaps eating large loaf. Could that be an O for form? I think it can be. And I think this is a rescue bid. Old Testament figure who took the tablets as directed. Maybe Moshe? Roller making its way through London in song. 3, 6, and 6. Give me something to work with there. Not many heard this sigh of relief for maybe a few, and it's homonym few, you know. Looks fun to me. That's kind of fun. So what we got here? The way to get to the bottom of things. Having cut back tree, drench all around. Domestic occupation for the woolly-minded. Woolly-minded, huh? One way to get to the bottom of things. Maybe downwards? Roller making its way through London in song. Inconclusive game that attracts a crowd, so draw a crowd. Inconclusives or draw a tie. So having cut back tree, drench all around. It's some of these long words. It makes me think that we, you know, dug a ditch or something, or pruned, or I don't know what I think of it. Believe spade for one to be plastic. So a spade for one could be a card or a suit. No, it wouldn't be a suit, it'd just be a card. So for plastic, I'm going to go a credit card. Kreditkarte. Domestic occupation for the woolly-minded. Woolly-minded, maybe knitting? Can't hurt to try it. And having cut back tree, I don't know. Roller may. Oh, Old Father Tim's. Old Father Tim's. So now this looks like the septuagenarian eating a large loaf of bread could be a bloomer, which is pretty funny actually. Yeah. So I'm trying to think of what this could possibly mean. Having cut back tree. Submarine at first lacks rust protection. This could be under seal, but also rust protection would be an under seal. So very nice. Debranched. I mean, I don't even know that that's a word, debranched, but it feels like that's what you'd be doing if you're cutting back tree. Drench all around. I think I'm making up this word though. I don't know that this is an actual word. So that might be my downfall right there if I haven't done something else, you know, less than stellar. In a little less wind, let's take someone for a ride. Take someone for a ride. That I and that D look rather peculiar there, so I'm going with a swindle. Very much unfinished. Maybe on end. Maybe. Not recognized, tossing and turning on new bunk. Establish pansy regularly in garden. Established could maybe be based. And I think this is probably then, if that's base, and this would be unbeknown. So very much unfinished, maybe no end. We can check it out, see if it works, because, you know, it just might. And if it does, it does. And that would be great. So yay. So yeah, established, pansy, regular in garden. I mean, I'm assuming based. Now we can deal with all this mess up here again. Vulcan's demise. Unexpectedly good news. This is vegetable ship brought back. I don't know. So I'm gonna go with I guess I'm gonna go with can writer. I think I can do more with the C there than a B maybe. Angry sound. Angry sound. Seems to be a chort, maybe, or croup. Clog. I mean, wow. I don't know what that is. The Vulcan's demise. Unexpectedly no. Unexpectedly good news. No. I don't know. I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to begin here. So angry sound from Greek member of parliament. I really don't want to just throw it away. I want to figure what this is, but this is not just coming to me at all. Greek member of parliament too. Greek. I mean, are we talking about maybe sound, signs, letters, the alphabet? Angry sound from Greek member of parliament. Member of parliament. No, I mean, there's no way. I haven't got a clue. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where I went wrong, which is altogether always possible. So no deed, no dread. Man, I wouldn't even know where to go with it. So, all right, let's just see how we did for what we did, because you know some of these are just confirm, check all. No, okay, so it's not can the writer. And I guess it wasn't rebranched. I had a feeling that was probably going to be. No, I mean, everything else looked pretty good, but these ones that I was really having issues with, that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and reveal word here. Retrenched. You know what? That was so funny. That was one of the first things I said. I said that. Oh, well. Well, what are you going to do? Reveal word. Godsend. Okay. So this must be a gag writer. And angry sound from a Greek member of parliament, I would say is probably a growl. I know it doesn't count now, but it seems like it's kind of fun. So a vegetable ship leak brought back, ship brought back, maybe a leak. So now let's check all. And that's what did it. Okay, so sometimes you've got to get something right in order to get the rest of it right? So, but still, what a fun grid from Vulcan today. It felt easy in some spots, but then, boy, yeah, I got hemmed up big time with the gag writer. And that makes perfect sense, too. I wasn't even thinking about the censoring a compliment or censor correspondent to gag rule. It makes sense completely, and that would have certainly probably opened itself up to growl as it did when I was here, and that would have led to leak. And so, yeah, one little error, and that's where we can get way off course, but just fun. Nothing new that I have to learn as far as like new words in here. Everything in here I'm familiar with. So that's a bonus. But overall, what a beautiful grid. So let's just bring down our Bannière d'Adieu. And again, thank you all so very much for liking and subscribing. If you haven't and you would please do so, that'd be awesomeness. Now it's just fun to watch the channel grow. And it's so fun to see that list of names getting longer and longer. And then I look back on those that I have been knowing now for over a year, and it's just been so much fun. August the 20th will be our 2-year anniversary here doing the daily grid. So that's going to be a lot of fun in itself, right? So until we see you next time, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen. Tschüss, Servus, Grüß Gott, ciao. Cin-Cin. Be well out there, and if you can at all help it, try to be nice to the person behind you in line. We'll see you on the morrow. Cheers.